Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have Kaider versus Dom in a Cephalid breakfast mirror match. What chaos has been wrought here. This is complete lunacy in this webcam meta. We have two different pilots, and I'm not even playing Cephalid breakfast in this tournament. Like, two without me. My goodness, Dom leading out with a Ponder, Kaider on the other hand, having a turn 1 Aether Vial, going to shut off much of Dom's counter magic from here on out. That Underground Sea. Only real drawback there being unable to activate Stoneforge Mystic with it. That is a primary reason for not having a crazy amount of the Cavern of Souls in the deck, is you really want to be able to activate Stoneforge Mystic in the games where things have just been constructed in too awkward of a scenario. We've got a Narcomoeba being hardcast off of Tropical Island as well, looking like Kaider's mana base more greedy. We'll see what this green splash is about. Could be Once Upon a Time. That is a card that I have tested in the past, and now a Mother of Runes coming in for Dom. Not going to really do any type of heavy lifting in the traditional, if you can call it that, Cephalid breakfast lists. Not usually much in the way of main deck spot removal. And 1 damage coming across with Narcomoeba. Brainstorm for Dom. No shuffle effect on board. Brainstorm, kind of the jankier the deck, the more crucial it is to play Brainstorm as accurately as possible. And he does have a fetch land. Oh no, it's a Cavern actually. He has a Cavern. We've got Cephalid Illusionist. Aether Vial being activated. Illusionist coming in on the other side. And then just passing the turn. So no... Right now, no way of activating the combo on either side. Poised on the precipice of disaster for both. Mother of Runes, giving them a little poke, milling 3 cards, and totally fine. You're going to potentially get some value out of that. Maybe a Narcomoeba, maybe a Cabal Therapy. And at this point, it's a bit of a train wreck. Another land comes down. There's a Cavern of Souls, which I presume made that Wizard uncounterable, the Cephalid uncounterable. We'll see how that other combo piece comes down. Kaider has a Bayou in this list as well. Holy cow. This mana base is wild. I'm assuming that means he may not have access to Daze, like this more Esper build that I've been piloting. And looks like he's got a bunch of mana too. I'm super light on mana, so we're going to see exactly what's going on here as this unfolds. But Cephalid targeting itself, finding a Narcomoeba, and then Mother of Runes doing it as well. So 6 cards per turn. I mean, that will eventually get there. Another Cephalid. And Kaider now targeting himself, finding a Narcomoeba. This is not how you draw it up, but Plan Bs are underway. A Ponder. When Dom gets to 6 mana here, he'll be milling 9 a turn. And another Cephalid Illusionist coming in in response to, I believe, a Cabal Therapy. And Kaider's actually going to be able to... Oh, and now here's a Nomad. Thank goodness. All right, here we go. That was some craziness for a while. Eventually would have got there. I mean, at that point, both of them would have been milling 6 a turn. I mean, that was going to end the game in a way that beating down with a 1-1 wouldn't have been able to. So that is picking up game number 1 for Kaider. And just a crazy game state there. Milling themselves slowly. And, I mean, 1-1s are pretty ineffectual, especially when squared off against other 1-1s. So that is not how you draw it up, but eventually Kaider finding the Nomad in core and wrapping it up. And now they head to the sideboards. You got to expect Umezawa's Jite, Swords to Plowshares. There's a whole variety of very anti-creature strategies that are extremely effective. I mean, Swords to Plowshares at only 1 mana. And of course, Umezawa's Jite, once it gets rolling, requiring 0 mana to interact. All right, looks like we've got our hands selected here. Dom leading out the turn 1. Can't tell if it's a Mother or a Nomad in core. Kaider drawing his card. Dom's first week playing on camera. I'm sure he will get his setup figured out a little bit smoother for future events. We've got a Ponder for Kaider. And it looks like a Mom. And now a Stoneforge Mystic, perhaps. Grabbing Shuko. Big old dice there for Kaider, keeping the life totals. And a Cabal Therapy. Likely going to name Cephalid. Oh no, actually going to grab the Shuko. Okay. So, hitting. Oh, I would have liked to seen a little bit more of that hand. Nomad and Core coming down as well. And now Cabal Therapy coming back for a pair of Brainstorms. Yikes, leaving just a Fairy Macabre and a land in hand. Swinging for 1. Fetch land for Kaider. In the driver's seat, I mean, that is a crushing blow to strip away 3 cards there with the Cabal Therapy. A Ponder allows him to dig. And really, if he can just get like an Umezawa's Jite on like a Narcomoeba, he is going to be good to go. I mean, that is just going to mop up this board and really prevent any type of comeback. I mean, once you get counters on a Jite in this matchup, it is very, very dangerous to the point where you may actually need some type of counter strategy to it. I mean, I'm talking about Disenchant or something along those lines to have any shot of dealing with it. Just having Swords to Plowshares or the like really not going to be good enough. One of the only things that comes to mind is if you can get to 5 mana, I suppose you could actually use a Grand Abolisher to clear the way completely. And now we've got Cephalid Illusionist coming in. And is this going to be... This is going to be it. Milling 3, getting Narcomoeba. Oh, Massacre. That's a sideboard card. That is a very powerful sideboard card I actually hadn't considered. If you control a Plains and they have... I'm sorry, if you control a Swamp and they control a Plains, you get to play that one for free. That is a powerful sideboard card. I only run a single Underground Sea. But I do like the speed of that card. Being able to play 0 mana effects, incredibly good. Now Kiter starting to mill out here. Once he gets rid of this Fairy Macabre, he'll be back in the driver's seat. It's really a question of how many Thassa's Oracles does he run, how many Dread returns. If he can hit a Cabal Therapy before a key combo piece, he'll be fine. Ponder, gonna keep at least one of these, can clear the other two, no problem with the Nomad combo. And that is actually what happens here. A Thoughtseize in the sideboard, it looks like. Narcomoeba coming in. And he is producing some value. Goes again. And carefully trying to manage his library here. There's a Cabal Therapy, I believe. Now, if the Nomad sticks around, if this combo sticks around, and he can clear this Fairy Macabre and still get the Dread Return off, he's going to be just fine. But no, the Dread Return gets taken. Dread Return and a Force of Will. We'll see if Kiter can win through this. Does he have the access to Thassa's Oracle? His library dangerously low. Batterskull coming in at the end of turn. And now milling 3. Looks like Dom has a off-camera Cephalid Illusionist here. Batterskull swings in. And there's Thassa's Oracle. And it looks like she's getting countered there. I don't know if Thassa's Oracle got countered or if Dom just got KO'd. Let's see. If she resolves, that's just game over. Well, with the camera cutting out, I'm going to assume Kiter picks that one up as no counter spell there for the Thassa's Oracle. You can put the trigger on the stack and respond by milling yourself out. And that is just how the Cephalid Breakfast mirror goes, apparently. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.